has limitless boundaries. TimLamp1 at yahoo.com is my email address, and if you have a physical CD, vinyl, or USB, since I got a new Camaro, now I don't have a CD player in my car. Doesn't mean I still can't listen to CDs. You can send me a USB flash drive of your stuff. TimLamp1 at yahoo.com. I will send you a mailing address to pass your physical stuff along. This is kind of an anniversary of sorts for me. Again, I'm looking back here, but Brian Eaton, who is a multi-talented solo artist, and he's been in a couple of bands like the industrial group North. Brian's musical history dates back to 1995 when he produced the obscure alternative band My Sedacious Sister and their self-titled debut record. Well, he's committed all his solo work, which goes back a good 10 years or so, to his own website and to Apple iTunes. He's made digitally all his stuff available, including the incredible 2011 solo disc he came out with, Graphic Nature. I interviewed Brian back in the Cat 1055 studio in Kankakee, and he revealed just how he put this whole thing together. Everything was done by him, and a one-man show of this caliber is quite difficult to do. You can't just knock it off in one night. It took Brian several months to do quite a cornucopia of musical genres, everything from solid contemporary pop. He covers Seal's Crazy, and then there's forays into industrial hard rock and metal as well. Brian's also a very meticulous producer, as you'll hear in the tightness and the detail of all the tracks on this record. You want to hear anything from Brian Eaton or his past, like My Sedacious Sister? I mean, that in itself is quite a densely produced record. Very psychedelic, even the North stuff. Great if you're a fan of Nine Inch Nails, Pound of Flesh, or any of the industrial bands that still reigns out there. Eatin Records. Want to go to that Facebook page or that website, eatinrecords.com. That's his actual personal record company. Now, all this really can't be good on the ears, all this loud listening to music, or so your parents once told you. It wasn't good for Brian. So many times where he pumped directly the music he heard in the studio into his ears, it caused him to develop tinnitus. And he actually wrote a song about that. Living with that ungodly phenomenon where your ears start ringing and you hear a lot of deep bass for no reason at all when there's no music playing. Sometimes it happens to me in my old age. I'm not saying don't crank up your music here, folks. I'm just saying watch how directly you put it into your ears. Speaking of which, Brian Eaton from early May of 2011 with tinnitus. It's Tim Lamping. Talk soon.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
Howdy, folks, howdy. This is your old friend Bill Stein, bringing you a jerk-by-jerk description.
You've done this all yourself. No backing bands involved. It's all you. It's a one-man show. You produced it. You played all the instruments on it. What are the advantages of doing it all yourself as opposed to inviting a backing band to help you out?
It's a good question. Like you said, I have worked with bands in the past. I've been in several original bands, including my band, North. The biggest advantage, having creative control over the entire process. No bickering, no fighting. You eliminate all of that. That's the pro, and then there's the cons to it. It's nice to have a band. It would be nice to have 3-4 guys in the studio. You can knock things out a lot quicker. I don't mind it. I kind of like having the creative control. I've been down that other road too many times. It's hard to rely on people, especially musicians. Musicians tend to be not so reliable sometimes. So that's it pretty much in a nutshell there.